friends, I'm Jessica. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that have been here a while, you've probably noticed that the name has changed. Instead of it being Welcome to Frosty Acres, it's now Alpacas and Stitches. I just felt that that better fit what was all going on in my channel. It's been a couple months since I've posted a video, and it's been a very busy couple of months. Summer usually is around here. Hello, so I've been editing the video, and while doing so I noticed a lot of background noise. Part of it I think is my microphone is picking up some strange stuff, I'm not sure. The other part of it is the cats playing. I had all 4 animals in the house and they're playing again right now. You also hear quite a bit of noise when I'm outside from the fans running in the barns. They are very, very loud. So that's what all the background noise is about. Time to go do chores. It's been hot, so I've been spending, other than chores, spending a lot of time inside working on my knitting and cross stitch. I've got quite a few FOs and whips to show you today. I also want to talk about some of my plans for the rest of the year. So far this year, I think I finished 22 or 23 projects, so doing pretty good. So the first thing I want to talk about, and I'll have to post a picture of this because I already gave it away. At our June meetup for Stitch and Bee, we did a smalls exchange, and I did Stars and Stripes. I did this one right here. That was my giveaway, and I'll post a picture of the finished object here. And in exchange, I got this one from my friend Lori, and this is something I think I'll actually leave up year round. Eventually, I want to turn this wall back here into a little gallery wall with all my finished objects and gifts that I've been given. And Lori even made this beautiful frame. So very nice. And it's one that can, either stand up or hang on the wall. So on to my finished projects. The first one for cross stitch is the July month to month by Stitching with the Housewives. And I did this on 14 count Aida in the color Lime. I don't iron anything until I'm getting ready to fully finish them. So this is the small. I really feel like that lime green really sets off the pattern. And for some reason he always has to bug me when I'm recording. And then here is the bigger one. The only change I made was to the blue of the barn and the pickup. The other one, I can't remember the number, but it seemed a little bit too turquoise, and I thought this more denim blue looked better. Would you like to say hi to all the people? Say hi. So I only have the August and September left of the month to months. But instead of continuing with those in July, I wanted to participate in Christmas in July. So I pulled out Silent Night from Hibernation. And I knew I would be able to finish it fairly quickly. Pulled this out on July 1st, right after I finished the July month to month. And I finished it on the 4th of July. I think this is one of my favorite stitches so far. And that is on 18 count Navy Aida. I don't need your help. Do you mind? Why don't you go hang out with your brothers? He never wants my attention. I don't know if it's because he hears me talking or what, but that's why he's being such a pest. So the next thing, I'm going to move on to knitting. My next finish was the latest mystery gnome from Imagine Landscape, and this one is called The More You Gnome. The designer is Schira, and her name is, maybe it is a he, Nifty. This hat, it's one of the most difficult things I've ever knit. It took forever, and I think the thing that made it so difficult, because it's mosaic knitting, which is my first time doing that, but isn't any more complicated than color work. I think it was because the decreases were in a different spot every time you had to decrease them, so I kept missing them, having to frog back and redo it. So it took me about 3 or 4 days just to finish that. I was about ready to rip it all out and use that yarn for something else. And then I saw the finished object and like, oh, that's really cute. So I wanted to finish it. If I were to make it again, I think I'd make his nose a little smaller. But otherwise, I wouldn't really change anything. I like little feet and the little arms and hands. The hat was a challenge. I don't know, the next time I might do that in a solid color. Or I did get a request for a Christmas one. Maybe I'll make it look like a Christmas tree and put little ornaments and stuff on it. That might be kind of fun. This is a kit from Emma's Yarn. It's 20% superwash merino, 20% nylon. It was the Gnancy kit. And the white is Whisper, the navy is Navy Blazer, and the variegated is Forget Me Not. And I have to give a big shout out to Emma because I wet blocked this hat, and this navy blue did not bleed at all. Very impressive for a color that rich. My next finished object is my first Musselburgh. This is the pattern by Ysolda Teague. I still haven't blocked it, but I finished that. I started it, let's see, April 14th and finished it June 15th. The yarn is from Leading Men Fiber Arts. It's their Showstopper base, which is 25% nylon, 75% superwash merino, and fingering weight. And I'm not sure who this is going to be for, but it's probably going to be a gift. And then my final finish, actually I finished this before some of the other ones, but it's the biggest. I finished my Nordic night sweater. And I made it long enough that I can wear it with leggings this winter, which I think will be really nice. It's a nice oversized comfy sweater. And I kept kind of putting off filming this video because I want to finish one more thing, And I was going to do it last weekend, but our fair was this week. I'm like, well, I'm just going to wait and see how I do it at the fair, and then I can show off my ribbons, hopefully, for that. So, I'll show you what I entered in the fair. I entered a pair of socks. These are the Showstopper base again by Leading Men Fiber Arts. The color is, I want to say Sugar Plum Fairy. Got a blue on that. And then I also got a blue ribbon on my Musselburgh. And I took a gnome that I knit with the leftover yarn from the socks. And I can't remember what this pink colorway is, but it's one from Leading Men Fiber Arts as well as the white. I use that a lot because that's available at my local yarn store. And on her, I got a blue ribbon. I got Reserve Champion. And I think that is for the toy category. And then I'm in the professional knitting category. So I got Reserve Grand Champion as well for this. And then I took my Nordic Night sweater. And I got a blue ribbon. I got Champion for the sweater category. And I got Grand Champion as well. So not too shabby. I had 4 projects and came away with 8 ribbons. All right, so next up we have whips. So like I was saying, I wanted to participate in Christmas in July. So after I finished Silent Night, I decided to start Welcome to the North Pole by Primrose Cottage Stitches. This is done on 18 count Aida. It is on the color Very Light Pewter, which is a nice light blue. And this top one, this was the July or the June, or they're doing a sale, and this is June, even though I didn't start it till July. And this is the July one, and I've already got a head start on the August portion. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue that into August, but it is a nice easy stitch, so I might. And then I decided I want to finish as many things as I can this year. So I had 4 projects that I carried over from 2022, and I'll post a picture of those here. And I've got 2 of them finished now. The third one to finish is Platinum Jubilee, and this is by the Primitive Hair. Just brought this back out a couple days ago. And I just have the tiara left. I'm not going to do all the lettering. I'm just going to do the portrait picture part. And I kind of got a vision for how I want to frame it. I like that it looks kind of like a black and white photo, and I'm just going to leave it like this and frame it. And then the other whip I started, oh, where did it go? Lost it. It's such a small project. So I told you in my last video that I wanted to do a barn for each season, like the one my friend Nicole gave me. So I got Little House Needleworks Fall on the Farm, this little piggy, and I just started this today. And instead of the piggies, of course, I'm going to replace those with some little alpacas, and that's my start on that. So once I finish Platinum Jubilee, well, actually, let's go to Haul next. Biggest thing I got back was my yarn. You making biscuits, buddy? He loves to be the center of attention, what can I say? Actually, he looks like he's doing something a little more risque than making biscuits. Sorry, but if I move him, he'll just go back there again. But anyways, I got my yarn back, and this year I got yarn from my 3 Kriyas from 2 years ago. I guess they're not Kriyas anymore. They are considered adults now. They're almost 2 years old. So Hershey, Nestle, and Andes. And this is Hershey. It's kind of a maroony brown. It's very soft. And I think I told you in one of my last videos I thought Nestle would have the best fiber, but Hershey did. And Hershey definitely has the most yarn. I haven't even counted the number of skeins yet. I just haven't counted the number of skeins. I haven't put it on my social media. I'm just not used to having yarn back this time of year. I don't usually get it back this fast. And then there's Nestle. And I did put some of her the white part of her blanket in with the darker part, and I didn't expect it to come back this heathered, but it has a really nice heathering to it. And yes, there is some hay in there. A friend of mine was quite shocked by that, but most natural yarns, even commercially made, you'll find some hay in them. And these guys have a little bit more just because it's made with their first and second year fleece. And that Kriya fleece especially has a lot of hay in it. They just get hay dropped on them. It sticks to them. Because I don't trim them. Like a lot of people will trim off what hair they have when they're a month old. Just because it's got that sticky substance that everything sticks to on it. I don't do that because mine are born in the fall and I don't want them. I want them to have as much of coat as possible going into winter. So it takes a little bit more to clean it up. Luckily, my mill's very patient with me, and she loves working with my fiber, so she doesn't make a big deal about it. And once I wash it and reskein it, most of this will fall out. They'll still find a few little flecks, but hey, that's how you know you're getting the genuine, real alpaca fiber, or alpaca yarn. And then this is Andes. It is a beautiful coal black. So lovely. Just recently, I tried my hand at ice dyeing fabric for the first time. My friends Echo and Loma came over and we did some ice dyeing. And this is the fabric that I dyed. I've already got a project in mind that I'm going to use that on, and I'll discuss that in just a bit. And then Justine had her 2-year anniversary open house at Welcome Stitchery. Was that just last weekend? Or was it 2 weeks ago? I think it was 2 weeks ago. But I've been very busy buying patterns. The first one I got was All the Witches. This is by the Tiny Modernist. I'm really in the mood to stitch something witchy and Halloweeny and cute. As you've noticed, my style is mostly cutesy or very realistic. I've become a big fan of Megan, this Seattle stitcher, and I saw this pattern on her floss tube. It is Suffrage Act by Little House Needleworks. And that'll be a good one for 2024 since that's an election year. Justine had a pattern designed for her anniversary by Autumn Lane Stitchery. And two of the ladies in my group participated in making the finished object that she has on display. Amber, she stitched it, and Mara from Mara's Mercantile did the finishing on it. Isn't that lovely? Looking forward to doing that one. And then another floss tube that I've really gotten into is Antique Needleworkers. And I think it was Shelly that had been making this one. I saw that on hers. It's the Stone Street Stitchworks Susan B. Sampler. I love that quote. I think that's supposed to be Susan B. Anthony's house. I haven't really dug into it to read it up on it, but I think that's what they said on Antique Needleworkers. And then this is the project I'm going to use on my fabric. And I think this is the project I'm going to start as soon as I finish Platinum Jubilee. And this is another Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's Hallow's Eve Haunting. I really can't wait to start stitching all the fall stuff. I eventually will finish the August and September month to month. I don't think it's going to be this year. I think I'm going to add it to my projects for next year. I've got, oh, I forgot I have one more thing. I picked this up the other day when I went to get some floss, and it is from Primrose Cottage Stitches. Like I said, all the autumn things. Autumn House. So that'll be a fun little small to work on. All right, what else do I have on my list? Oh, knitting whips, can't forget those. So the first thing, I cast on a pair of mittens. I wanted to try out some of the yarn my friend Wendy and I had made. And this is Fatima and Toffee. And it is so soft. It's the first time we did this was in 2020. And the yarn was a really deep brown, but they've both gotten a lot grayer in the last 4 years. And now it's more of a grayish brown. It's coming through more brown than it is in real life on camera. So soft. This is really lovely yarn to work with. And then I've got in my Grey's Anatomy bag, my brother-in-law has been helping me out a lot on the farm this summer. I'll show you some of that coming up. I'd say he helped me, but he did most of the work, putting up a fence for the boys' pasture, and you'll get to see them enjoying that coming up in the video. And so he likes red, white, and blue, so I had him go through my yarn. I showed him different colors, you know, if he wanted a solid, if he wanted something variegated or speckled, and he picked out the Grey's Anatomy colorway from Sweet Tea Yarns. Looks like this. And I am knitting him a Musselburgh. My goal is to have this done for him by his birthday. And funnily enough, my brother-in-law and I have the same birthday. So we usually end up celebrating together. So got a couple months to work on that. And then my big project. So I was commissioned by my friend Wendy to knit a sweater for her husband Bill. He has a sheep Juris that is very, very special to him. And he was I believe he was a bottle lamb. And so he definitely bonded with him, and he wanted a sweater. I talked about this a little bit in our last video. I had originally planned to take this whole month of July, just work on getting the cable pattern figured out, swatching, figuring out the pattern. And I was planning to actually start knitting the project itself the beginning of August, or actually this coming week, like July 30th. I have a whole schedule. I have a notebook with everything in it. Anyways, I have almost got the first panel done. And Bill is really tall and skinny. Oh, it's not really coming through there. I'll have to take a picture and post it. The light's making it very see-through. But this yarn is very lovely. It is Juris is the sheep. And I'm not sure how old he is. I'll have to ask Bill and Wendy how old Juris is. And then we had it blended with fiber from my alpaca Kenai. And it's absolutely lovely. I've talked about this before, but it's amazing what a little alpaca will do for Leicester wool. I mean, they both complement each other. The alpaca makes the Leicester wool softer. The Leicester wool, well, Leicester sheep produce way more fiber than alpacas. I think it was about 10 pounds of wool with 3 pounds of alpaca. So it makes the alpaca go much further. It's more elastic. It's so durable. It's just, and it's got a nice sheen to it. It's not, the camera's not really picking it up, but it really does have a nice sheen to it. And this is just, I'm amazed at how fast this is knitting up. These little white things, those are some lifelines in case when we do the initial fitting, if I have to rip back any, I won't have to hopefully rip back all the way. Hopefully I made it wide enough. It seems so narrow and I just have to keep reminding myself, well, actually it covers up most of my chest. So maybe it's not too narrow, but Bill is tall and thin, and it's really different knitting for someone else. It's like when I can't just have him try it on and say, how's this fit? How's this fit? But it, oh, the best part, it's got a nice big pocket. It doesn't look so big now because obviously it hasn't been blocked, but once it's blocked, he should be able to fit his cell phone in here, and that's what he wanted. And then we're going to do a breast pocket on the inside so he can put his glasses in there. And it's going to have a nice high collar and a hood, and it'll be perfect for wearing around the farm, wearing on those cold winter days in the house. And I'm enjoying this so much, I want to knit a sweater like this for myself now. Another part of the haul I forgot is my friend Nikki went to visit a smoke shop, and she's like, what do you do with all your old cigar boxes? And because she thought they'd be really great for all of us to put our cross-stitch tools in and have them little caddies. So this is the first one I got, and I decided this one, I'm just going to put stickers on it. I'm not going to do anything too fancy. I am going to put some dividers on the inside. Haven't done that yet. But I've got a little jar for orts. I've got the floss for Platinum Jubilee. I've got my little tin kit. This is a magnet, and I tried putting one of my needles on there, but it fell off. So I'm keeping my little tin kit in here, which has a magnet, and it also has some bobbins for my floss. And I've got another one in my knitting project bag. And this has got a lint roller, all my stitch markers, measuring tape, the ribbon that I'm using as a lifeline, a needle thing, and a blocking measurement. These are quite handy. I'm going to decorate this one up. I want to do, the blue flower has a cross stitch pattern with alpacas on it. So I'm going to see if that'll fit on the top here. And I might line it with some fabric to make it pretty. We'll see. But these are really, really awesome. Alright, so I've talked about all my whips and everything. What else is there to talk about? Oh, I think I might do one more cast on starting in August. This is my Golden Girls bag, but it doesn't have Golden Girls yarn. I really want to make a pair of socks with my mint chip ice cream sock yarn. And that is from Vito Lifestyle. So I might cast those on sometime this month. I like to have a couple projects, even though I've got 2 of them already, that don't require a lot of brain activity, because the sweater is, even though it's going well, it does require concentration and brain activity. It's not something I want to do in the car or when I'm tired. So these projects, like the hat, the Musselburgh, the mittens, pair of socks, those are all good car projects. All right, so let me show you what's been going on with the alpacas. What do you see? Huh? I'm not sure what she's so worked up about, but boy, is she worked up. What's the matter? Oh, this is an exciting day. All 7 of the grown ladies laid an egg today. Good job, ladies. Good job. Well done. It's the first time Nestle's ever let me hose her down. I think she likes it. Can't really see it, but hopefully you can hear it. We're finally getting some rain, which if you look at my lawn and the pasture, you can see we desperately need. Good morning, Charlie. Are you ready for breakfast? Little Andy's. Hamilton. Kristoff is taking care of some morning business, and there's Fen and Toffee. Hi, guys. It's nice and cool this morning, isn't it? Boys, want to say hello? Sven's too busy eating to say hello. There's Sven. Svenny. One of the joys of having free-range hens is you never know where they might lay their eggs. Right, Sirius? Did you find that for me? Jackie, what are you eating? Huh? Did they give you some grain? One of my goals for the summer was to get a fence put up so my boys would finally have a pasture. My brother-in-law and I worked on that today. Fenced in this whole area here. From right by the driveway to all the way over to the grove. You can barely see the posts over there. So we started this about 7:30 this morning. We worked about till 1 and then it got too hot. So we're gonna start again tomorrow at 5:30 in the morning. So in case you're wondering about the chicks, they have moved outside. Hello, girls. I moved their, hey, you be nice to the babies. I moved their brooders out about 2 weeks ago into the regular coop. And then over this weekend, I let them start free ranging. And they meet me at the door just like the grown-ups and follow me into the coop each night now. Hello, little one. They're so pretty. I got sapphire gems, speckled Sussex. I'm not sure what the white one or the solid black one are. Those are my cousins that he brought out here, and he didn't know the breed. Tucker, you be nice to the babies. And there's one more speckled Sussex somewhere. Yeah, all 8 of them are in with the big girls now. And they're doing so good. I love them at this stage. They're just so darn cute. Hi. You're not afraid of me at all, are you? I don't have any food right now, though. Guys, come with me. I got a surprise to show you. Come on. Follow me. Follow me. Come on, boys. Come on. Come here. Boys, come see my surprise. it's over here. Come on. Come on, Charlie. This way. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on, boys. Boys. Come on. Charlie. Come on in. You're going the wrong way, buddy. I can't believe none of you want to go out to your pasture. Christoph wants to be the first alpaca in the new pasture. Oh, now the other boys are finally coming. Come on in, boys. Come check it out. Yeah, this is all for you. There's more over here. Hi, girls. How's everybody this morning? Look at the Double Trouble sisters, Nestle and Phoebe. Hi. You want to be on camera too, Missy? Huh? Is that why you're making such a stink? Boys, do you want to go in the pasture? Huh? Where are you going, Hammy? Here we go. Sven, you don't go very far. So my brother-in-law came out today and we put this big gate in here and we put a gate between the pasture and the boys' pen in, so it makes it easier for them to get in and out. This is more for, this one over here is more for like snow in the winter, so I can open this up and then they can push snow in here. But they are loving having their pasture. Oh, today I didn't have to convince them to come in here. They ran in as soon as they saw the gate was open. And they are loving life. Before I end this episode, I thought I'd give you an update on the cria situation. This is Ivy. I'm pretty sure she is not pregnant. Her belly looks much too small. Come over here and show you Monica. Monica has quite the big belly. And sometimes I swear I've already seen fetal movement. Zoom in there on her tummy. Look at that big belly. She is due anywhere from mid to late September. And then Kenai is due anywhere from mid-August, she does not want to be on video, to mid-September. So it's possible there may be a baby by the next time we're due to do it. By the time I'm due to do another video. Can't talk today. But more likely it will be September. And I will be posting videos the day of the birth. Hopefully I'll be home for the birth, so I'm not able to take as much time off as I had wanted to wait. But they're both doing really well. I'm so excited. It's getting closer. Well, that is it for this month. When I was editing the video this morning, I noticed I left a lot of things out. So I did try to edit those in. I didn't want to record the whole video because I was actually dressed in nice clothes last night and had my hair done, or as done as it gets. And today I'm just in farm girl gear. If I missed anything, I'm going to type up all the notes that I made for the episode and put those in the notes down below here in the more section. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.